Start. Hi friends, so Sham this side from Rediscover the Northeast, and we are here at Vinod Nissan Guwahati, and we are here to take a look at the Nissan Xtrail, the new offering from Nissan, and it was quite a bit of speculation about Nissan relaunching basically, because Xtrail was earlier available in India few years back, and it has been again relaunched in India with this fourth generation Xtrail, and the car had not arrived at Guwahati Vinod Nissan, but it has just come around 3 to 4 days back, and we were informed about its arrival. So we are here, me and Adish, hi. So he's shooting the video for us. So let's have a walk around of the car. एक बार एक walk around ले लेते हैं. So this is the Nissan Xtrail 4th generation, and this has been launched with a 1.5 3-cylinder petrol engine with 161 bhp and 300 Nm of torque with 2800 plus rpm, and it's a 1.5 turbo petrol engine, 3-cylinder, and this is the 4th gen Xtrail basically. So let's have a look and walk around of the vehicle. Technically it is a 7-seater vehicle, but the third row will show it to you. I think it will be best for kids, not for adults, because the space is a huge constraint in the third row. We'll have a look, we'll have a detailed look. So starting with the design, very futuristic design with 20-inch alloys. The wheels looks very good on the Xtrail, new Xtrail. In fact, the tire size is yes, 255/45 R20, so it's a huge tire, and Nissan has given Michelin for this Xtrail. Michelin tires are the best in HT tires, but ये जो tires है, I think Michelin since now the large size tires are not being available in India for quite some time now. So in case of a tire burst or something, will have to be procured through Nissan dealership only, which I believe, because this size won't be available outside. And as you can see, the profile is very low. So for a terrain and for a geography like Assam and Northeast, where the roads are very challenging, I think this profile tire will pose a serious challenge because we might have a lot of tire bursts and cracks. So having a look around at the overall car, so I think the design of the car is very good and very futuristic and very modern in terms of the looks. And the engine, the 1.5 turbo variable compression engine, this engine has been patented by Nissan, and it's I think one of the first kind in the world. This engine is completely a Nissan manufactured and Nissan patented engine, which has been given in the Xtrail. So talking about the interiors, quite futuristic, and as you can see the inside, so this is like a bridge, and here we have wireless charging, and I think below this is also a wireless charging huge pad which has been given with 2 cup holders over here, and this is a very smooth CVT gearbox, and the center console opens up something like this. It's quite a deep center console, quite deep, a lot of storage in the center console. As you can see, it is very deep and very smart looking. The glove box somehow I think is quite cramped. What do you think, Adish? I think the storage space of the glove box is quite cramped. But the biggest downfall, if I talk about the interiors, is this music system. Is this because this I think has been taken from the Nissan Kicks, which was selling in India from 2019 till 2022. The music system which has been taken is a direct I think, copy, or you can say whatever systems were being left behind from kicks have been used in the Xtrail. So I think this is a big cost cutting done by Nissan. They could have given a wider and a bigger screen for the Xtrail because of the uh, the segment in which this car falls. Safety wise, this is a 5-star NCAP safety rating vehicle with 7 airbags. So there are 7 airbags in this vehicle. Rear space, if I talk about, so this is the passenger side rear space. You can say is that a bit of gap, but quite similar to the Nissan Kicks, right? If I talk about the rear leg space, it's not that great. I'll show you when I sit at the driver's seat and adjust the seat according to my driving position. Then we'll check the rear seat space. Also, the a unique thing about is the center console or center armrest. So this entire mid section of the center seat actually falls down and acts as a center console with 2 cup holders and a small space to keep your mobile phone. So this center console that comes down, it comes down along with the headrest. So this is something very unique and which I have not seen in any other car. And this is a sunroof given, but this I think is not a panoramic sunroof. It's a short sunroof that is being given, right? The panoramic sunroof I think will be more bigger, and it stretches almost covering to the entire mid-range of the seat. But yes, for being a 7-seater, it's a good enough sunroof. And okay. Also, talking about the seats, these are not leatherette seats, but these are fabric, and the last row can be accessed through this center row being taken up. I think yes. So you have to access the third row through this, right? So if you can, Adish, if you can show the third row. Yeah.
Very small for a person like me.
Yes, it's very small for a person like you.
This one as well.
Okay.
And this needs to be removed.
Yeah, that has to be removed. Yeah, the third row will be only for kids, not at all suitable for an adult, because the ingress and outgress from the car will also be a issue for an adult. So the third row is strictly for children, for kids. Yeah. So these are all fabric based, not leatherite. If I talk about the door claddings and all, and the seats are also not leatherite, they are fabric. So talking about the boot, one unique thing which I saw is that Nissan has given a tire inflator, electronic tire inflator, and I think this is also being given. This is a Conti mobility kit. So this is something unique offering being given by Nissan. This is fit also electronic tire inflator given. Yeah. So, but you have to remove it if somebody has to sit at the third row. So otherwise it acts as a cover. So I think Nissan has given the tire inflator because they have not given a spare tire, and plus the tire size also is quite huge, being 20. But there is no electronic, auto closer of this boot, so you have to manually actually close it. But and if you have to open it, also there is no electronic. You have to manually open the boot. So I think for a car of this magnitude and the price at which it has been offered, this is a feature which is, I think, a miss actually in the Xtrail. So now let's sit at the driver's seat and check it out.
Oh, electronic.
Hmm?
Electronic.
So this is electronic, right? But we don't have the key. Actually, this vehicle is not available for any test drives. In fact, it's not allowed to even, start the ignition of the vehicle since the vehicle is parked inside the showroom. So we cannot start the vehicle nor test drive is allowed because Nissan has given only one vehicle as of now to the dealership. So the steering with the new Nissan logo, CVT gearbox, and you have height adjustment for the seat, for the driver's seat. So this is basically my uh, driving position in terms of the leg space, but I think I'll have to adjust the height a bit. But since we don't have the key with us, okay. So this is the height adjustment is manual actually. But this again is again a big miss, Adesh. For the price, if somebody is paying almost 57 lakhs on road, and these things are not electronic, so this is something like
Only front and back.
only the if you have to take your seat forward or reverse, that is electronic, but height adjustment is manual. So if I adjust my height now, okay, but then the leg space, then my head space becomes low. Okay, so this is good enough for me for my driving position.
Many software elements.
Yeah, but most of them are hard touch only. Not much leatherite being used. This is, in fact, this material is also not exactly leatherite material. These are all fabric, and these are actually plastics only. No? These are all plastics.
This is electronic ORVM.
Yeah, the ORVM is electronic.
Okay.
So with this driving position, let's just check the rear leg space now. Okay,
Now,
now it's fine, but under thigh support is something which is, I guess, it's lacking.
just like the Kixon.
Almost like the kicks. Yes, almost like the kicks. Because if I talk about the rear, thigh support, it's not that great as well, right? And I think one more downside is the fabric seats, right? This could have been leatherite, right? So, so there are rare AC vents, but I think there are no AC vents for the third row. There are no AC vents on the.
Oh, there's a light switch for the third row.
That's a light switch for the third row, but
AC vents.
there are no AC vents for the third row. So the ground clearance is 210 mm ground clearance, same ground clearance as in kicks. Kicks was also 210 mm ground clearance, right? And then you have indicator controls on the ORVMs.
I think this is a blind spot monitor.
Yeah, blind spot, and there will be camera. There is a camera underneath as well. It has got 360 camera view. Yes, so that's a 360 overall camera view. So if I talk about the pros and pros of the Nissan Xtrail, so for me, I think this 1.5 petrol variable compression engine, which is a very latest technology from Nissan, will be fun to drive, being a 1.5 turbo. But on the downside, it's a three-cylinder engine, right? Because for a car of this magnitude and the price range which is at what it has been launched in India. So for Assam, if I talk about this vehicle is 57 lakhs on road, right? For a 57 lakhs on road price, so this is the vehicle for you. The 5-star NCAP rating is a positive thing of the vehicle with 210 ground clearance and 7 airbags. So this is a very, very, very safe car with 7 airbags, and build quality will be, of course, very good with 5-star NCAP rating. Quite premium feel.
Worldwide.
Yes. Okay, yeah. 7.8 million plus units sold worldwide. So Xtrail is a loved vehicle worldwide and has sold in very good numbers across the world. So we'll have to see how it performs in India. The earlier Xtrail had done considerably well when it was on offering around 10 to 15 years back, right? So Nissan has, relaunched the Xtrail after a huge gap of time, but at least I'm happy that now Nissan, the dealerships of Nissan has one more product of Nissan to sell other than the Magnite, because the Kicks was discontinued in 2022. I had a Kicks which I did a lot of trips recently, being the Spiti trip from Guwahati. Others also has a Kicks 1.3 turbo. Mine was a 1.5 naturally aspirated Kicks, but I just sold it around 3 months back and have got the Jimny, actually, Maruti Suzuki Jimny. But others will be keeping the Kicks 1.3 turbo. So talking about this, Xtrail has only one model launched for India. There is no AWD option or low range 4WD option for the Xtrail, which has been launched in India. There is no AWD option. So there is one more downside of the Xtrail, because the earlier Xtrail, which was there in India, it was known for being a 4x4 vehicle, 4WD vehicle, but this Xtrail has not been launched with a AWD or a 4x4 option for India. So I think Nissan should bring in more vehicles for India. They should relaunch the global Kicks. So there is a new Kicks which has been already launched outside in countries like Europe, UK and US. So I think they should relaunch the Kicks out here for to compete in the C SUV category. Plus also they should be, bringing in their Qashqai, which is again a beautiful car, because the compact SUV segment currently in India is the most hot segment, with a lot of offerings and a lot of competition from Hyundai, Kia and other manufacturers like Tata and also Maruti. So I think they should also bring in their vehicles to compete in the C segment, so that they get a more wide variety of customers. Uh, yes, I think it's a positive sign from Nissan for bringing in the X-Trail out here and launching it over here to compete with the premium products like Volkswagen Tiguan, and there's Skoda's one more model, right, Adish, with which they will be competing with the X-Trail. Kodiaq, right?
Skoda's Kodiaq.
Skoda Kodiaq and Volkswagen Tiguan, right? So the Xtrail will be competing with both these vehicles. But since we are not getting to drive it, so won't be able to give you any feedback on the drivability of the Xtrail. So maybe in the near future, whenever Nissan offers the Xtrail for test drive, we'll be again coming up with a review of the Xtrail. But for now, it's just a, you can say, a walk around and a physical view of the Xtrail, which is being offered in India for now. So this is 1.5 turbo variable compression engine with 161 bhp and 300 Nm of torque, right? So I think we can have a cinematic shot of the entire vehicle, Adish, right? Yeah. ओके सो इसी के साथ आज का ये वीडियो एंड करते हैं. So if you want more reviews to come in and more travelogues and travel journeys to be covered, please subscribe to Rediscover the Northeast, and please like and share the videos that I share. So thank you for watching. Signing off. Bye bye.